What we're going to do that's a little different from most dressings is that we're going to use the seeds to make the dressing. So I'm going to scrape the seeds out, like that. And the seeds actually have a slightly peppery flavor. It makes a really nice dressing that'll be offset beautifully by the agave nectar that will sweeten it and the lime juice that will add that sort of vibrant tropical flavor to it. Give that a couple tablespoons of agave, about a half a teaspoon of sea salt, and I think I have some limes around here. Here's a couple of limes. And I'm not going to add any oil to this. I want to keep the fat content down for Craig and Maria when they come over later. I'm usually a one-implement cook. I don't like to wash dishes. So I'm going to add the juice of about 2 limes to this. Okay. Then we're going to puree it. Okay, I'm just going to give it a taste. That's really refreshing. And the papaya seeds have a nice peppery bite.
What makes these good dietary dishes, Miyoko? I mean, in terms of, not adding weight, because there's no meat, which would have fat, there's no oil in the cooking?
That's exactly right. And you know what? We're facing a nation of people that are afraid of carbohydrates. They think they have to cut down on carbs. But if you look at most countries in the world that don't have the weight problem, the obesity problem America does, they get about 70% of their calories from carbohydrates. They eat rice, they eat pasta, they eat corn, and it's not an issue. It's what you put on top of it or inside the tortillas that presents the problem. So now I'm going to peel my papaya and then slice it up nice and thinly. And I'm going to get that in there. Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay, wow. So why don't you pour that sauce on top and we'll get that in the oven. Okay.
The aroma coming off these dishes is not to be believed.
All right, now we're going to put this in the oven and I'm going to pull out the butternut squash, which I believe is now ready. Okay, I'm going to make the smoky chipotle queso sauce for the nachos now. And I'm going to start out with about a cup of this butternut squash. I bet it fits right in there. Look at that. Look at that. That's about 1 cup if I were to mash it up. That's beautiful. All right, I'm just going to chop it up a little bit so it's easier to puree. And this is another 30-second dish. I just love these 30-second dishes. Okay. And they're not instant. I mean, they're pretty much, I like slow food. I just like it fast. So I'm going to put this in here. Now I'm going to add a little bit of cashew nuts to give it some creaminess and richness. And I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of that. Now the butternut squash is sweet, so I want to cut that sweetness a little bit. I'm going to do that by adding about a 1/2 an onion. Now I want to give it a little bit of that cheesy flavor. There's a couple of ingredients that are crucial for that. Now this is soy yogurt. It's a non-dairy yogurt and it's plain unsweetened. You don't want to put blueberry or lemon or vanilla yogurt in this. You just want to find one that's unsweetened. And yogurt's really easy to make at home as well, but you can buy it commercially. I'm going to add 3/4 cup of yogurt, which will give it that sort of cheesy bite. Okay, and I'm going to add an equal amount of water, so 3/4 cup of water. Tasting my yogurt.
I have to taste this yogurt.
Well, it's pretty plain tasting. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, but it tastes just like yogurt.
Well, it is. It's made the same way it's cultured. You can culture any kind of milk with acidophilus or another culture like that and make yogurt. All right, I'm going to add about 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, which will give it a nice cheesy flavor. And we get one more ingredient in here that'll thicken it up and give it that sort of gooey, stretchy, cheesy consistency, and that is tapioca flour. So I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of tapioca. Okay, this is ready, except that I've got to cook it now to thicken it up, and I've got to add some salt to it too. And in the end, we're going to add some of the chipotle pepper in there. That gives it that nice, smoky flavor that I just love so much.
Me too, yeah.
And now we've got to have some chips, because don't we have to have chips with this?
I was about to ask you, why are we not having chips?
Well, we are going to have chips, but we're going to make our own chips that are baked and low fat. When you buy tortillas, make sure that you're buying them that are made out of stone ground corn with just a little bit of lime and salt without all the other stuff in it. And then we just cut it like that, like a pizza pie, and grab those sheet pans right there. Remember what I was saying? I'm not afraid of carbohydrates, but I don't want to have all the oil that's on the carbohydrates. Okay, we'll just put it right here. Spread these out. Now you don't want to have them in more than a couple of layers. Overlapping is fine, but you don't want to have too many layers. So we're just going to sprinkle that with salt and stick that in the oven. And they have to bake for about 20 minutes at about 350, 375. And now let's take a look at this. And it's thickening up.
And what is it that's making it thick? Is that just
It's the tapioca flour.
It's starting to look like nacho cheese.
Okay, so while that is cooking and thickening up, I'm going to check on the onions that I have marinating. And they look beautiful and ready. So I'm going to just toss these on top. So we have this beautiful complex salad here with the lovely vibrant greens, the papaya, the marinated onions. And on top of that is,
Beautiful that is.
and right before we're about ready to eat, I'm going to put the papaya seed dressing on top. Okay, so that is ready to go.
What happened? You forget something?
I forgot the beans.
You forgot the beans?
We got to have unfried beans, right?
How long could that take?
Oh, like 3 minutes. It's another 3-minute dish.
do
Just
it.
get that pot going, the same pan. Okay. Let's put that on the front burner. It'll cook faster. And add a pepper to that. Well, Craig and Maria are going to be here any minute now. I got to get those beans. I can't believe I forgot them. Okay, I have these beans that I cooked up. You can just buy canned black beans. They work just as beautifully. But you know, I like to cook a huge pot of black beans. It's so easy to do. You just soak them overnight, and then you just cook them for about an hour and a half. And then I just put them in the refrigerator or the freezer, and they keep forever that way. Okay, I just need you to mash these beans as well as you can, all right? I'm in a hurry now. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of cumin as well, and some sea salt, and just mash it up. Not stir, mash, 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 mash. So they're like refried. Mash, mash the beans, okay, like that. And just keep working your muscles there, mashing them while I check on the enchiladas. I know they're ready. Oh, I can already smell them. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of this smoky chipotle queso sauce on top of the enchiladas. Hey, Craig, Maria, welcome.
Smells like garlic.
Hey, meet my friend, my neighbor, Terry.
Hi, Greg, right?
Maria.
Maria, hi, how are you?
Hey, you guys
how are
ready
you?
for some vegan nachos and enchiladas?
Oh, as ready as I'll ever be.
You sounded like I did when I first
She's willing
got
to
here.
open just for a little bit.
I'm going to pour some queso right on top of here.
Okay, that looked like real cheese.
Oh, thank God.
Little do they know. I found a way to sneak some veggies into their diet, and they have no idea. All right, I'm going to pour that on top.
This looks so real.
Yeah.
Something to drink, guys?
Did you hear that?
Sure.
It looks so real. It is real. I got news for you.
Hey, this is
wine?
real food, baby. Okay.
I stole this from your wine collection. It's a Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh, that sounds great. You want to
think
pour
so.
everybody a glass?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to plate us up here. Let me just check on the beans. Are the beans good? Did you taste them? The unfried beans. Nice.
Water? Sure, yeah.
They're amazing. There's no cheese in this.
No, there's no cheese in that. It's made out of butternut squash.
Wow.
That's for you, Terry.
Oh, okay. Would you like me to give you some beans?
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, come by, everyone.
Come pie.